So when you are considering a landscape of what it's going to take to rank for a particular phrase, this data can be very telling. And really the three pieces of data that are most interesting to me are how many pages are indexed, that means how much content is on the site, how many links are either pointing, I like to the domain, backlinks to the domain, how many links are pointing to that specific domain, and then finally, how old is that domain. Those three pieces of information can tell me very quickly how likely it is that you're going to do very well in an industry. So Cleveland.com is a big website, and you can see it here, all these pages indexed, all of these links pointing to it. So the chances of you competing with Cleveland.com to be number one in Cleveland real estate, highly unlikely, because it's leveraging all the power of its entire website, because it has tons of resource information. It's not just about real estate. So Cleveland.com is probably going to be number one for Cleveland real estate for quite some time, if not always, unless another big directory comes around. But the good news here is that when you get down to the number 2 listing and so on, the numbers drop considerably. So here, actually, the number 2 listing is a subfolder of the Real Living domain that we're looking at. It's realty1.realliving.com is the number 2 listing here in Google. And what you can see is that pages indexed at realty1.realliving.com, 2,150. Backlinks to that particular page, 426. Backlinks to the domain as a whole, 567. So the differences here are huge. So you almost want to throw out Cleveland.com because it's stratospheric. But at number 2, and then furthermore down at number 3 and number 4, number 2, 3, and 4 are these sites over here, but the numbers become much more workable. So realty1.realliving.com had 2,150 pages indexed, but then cleve-ohio.com has 197, and then this person, number 4 spot, has 21 pages. These numbers are really doable. So while the number 1 spot looks really concerning, the 2, 3, and 4 spots are very encouraging because these numbers are really workable. Most industries are not this forgiving. They're maybe not as extreme as the Cleveland.com position, but they're usually in the thousands of pages and the thousands of links. So that's really good news. But take a look over here. The age of the domains. We're going to just go through this list. RealLiving.com bought in 97. Cleveland.com 96, 97, 95. It's not until you get to the number 4 spot, which is ClevelandHousingMarket.com. They bought this domain in 2004. Then it goes back to 1995, 99, 2004. This is the challenge, because if you're a brand new website, you're going to be competing with sites that have been around a long time, and the age of a domain is playing a significant role, we're finding, in ranking these days. So if you just bought your domain, you're going to have a hard time, even if you have a lot of links and a lot of pages. And in fact, Google is going to be suspect of that, because they're going to say, well, how come these other sites that have been around forever don't have any links, or they have small amount of links. So Cleve-Ohio, which was bought in 1995, only has 218 links pointing to its domain, but you suddenly somehow have thousands of links. That could be a red flag to a search engine. So if you have a brand new domain, you want to kind of ease into that a little bit slowly. But it all comes down to getting good links and getting good content within your site, and this is a waiting game. It takes a lot of patience, and I have a lot of people that they don't like waiting a couple months. we're talking years. If you have just bought your domain in 2005 or 2006, it could take you years to break into these top listings in Google, especially, because there's been so many other domains that have been around for a long time. So this is a quick way to look at the industry and what the industry is doing.